Hi guys, so just a quick live from Grange Cemetery, and I'm just curious as to how overgrown this cemetery has gone. Hi Paul, how are you? So I have been here before and I have vlogged this place. Hi Canadian Kerry, but it wasn't quite as overgrown as this. But I just said I'd come on just to say hello. Hi Thomas. Hi Hazel. What's the picture like, guys? But I'm shocked at how overgrown it is. We've lots of thistles and stuff, and I was able to make my way around much easier before. It's blurry, is it, Hazel? It's just the reception, I'd imagine. It might pick up a bit. How are y'all? But you can see, I don't know whether any of you have yeah, it's the connection Canadian Kerry. I was here during the summer and I was able to walk around fairly easy, but you can see there now that it's completely overgrown. I'm good, Canadian Kerry. Gorgeous monument there. And you can see the rails. But as I said, it was much easier to get around the last time. We were looking for the Barry brothers. I'm not sure any of you had caught that. But these thistles are nearly the height of myself. But it is a very old cemetery. And you can see all the headstones there. There's loads of them. And that there then is the ruins of the church. What's the connection like now, lads? Is it much better? We have the markers there, grave markers. Hi Marianne. My favorite cemetery. I have a few. This one I love, but it's just totally overgrown now, and it's a shame. Hi Sinead. Like I was walking around that a few months ago. I don't know whether you'll remember, but it was like it had been freshly cut down. It was like kind of a straw left, and see how quick then it can grow back. We've 3 black crosses there. One of my favourite cemeteries is actually Killorn, and it was probably one of my first proper vlogs that I did. Some quite old graves there as well, and there's a kind of well, the church is there, but it's Church of Ireland, and it's not a mausoleum as such, but there's a beautiful plaque in it and a lovely kind of a statue in it. Yeah, it's very old, Sinead. That's the ruins there. We'll go into the ruins now in a second. And I'm sorry now if it's still a bit blurry. But it was a last minute decision just to come here out of curiosity, and unfortunately in Ireland the reception is not great. And we have box wells in here. There's no way I'm going in there. I did venture in the last time I videoed here, but it wasn't like this. Not too bad now, that's great. Hi Janice, how are you? Yeah, this cemetery is really, really big. And you can just see how many is there. The Killearn one is fabulous, yeah. Dick Bogan, the Hill Kilmore, died in 1937 and he was 98. We've Elizabeth here, 1959. But you can see, look at the headstones. There's just so many of them. Hi Ghost City. Yeah, the Killearn one, it was probably one of the first ones, and it was actually Ron of Faces of the Forgotten, and I'm sure you all know him now. That was kind of one of the first ones that I talked through, I suppose, rather than just music and what have you. But yeah, my hope tomorrow is to go back to Killearn and do a live there. Now, weather permitting. I'm hoping that it's not a very busy graveyard, so I'm hoping to go there, and it'll probably be around 4 o'clock Irish time, so I'm not sure. Hi Nana D, how are you? Yeah, Canadian Carry, he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's a great storyteller, and he gave me great help starting off. Now the coverage might get worse here, but I just want to show you this. This was actually for carrying coffins, and it's still here, and there is a date on it. 1939. And so that was for bringing the coffins to the graves. So we chance going in just to have a look inside. Yeah, Mary Annie's in here. But this is a very interesting one. We have a tomb there and this plaque. Hi Sandy. And we've these rails as well. But as you can see, the ivy has completely taken over. You can see there that there's a monument, but the monument is, I think it's in Latin. I think I lost it there for a second. The chance going around through the thistles. Yeah, I disappeared there, Marianne. I was going inside, all the coverage had disappeared. Now this is El Roach. He was 31 when he died. 1917, leading seaman, RNR 4313A. And I think it says SS Garmoyle. And we've the anchor at the top of the grave. No, it wasn't your phone. I think it was because I tried to go inside the ruins there. But look at these. And you can see all that lichen. 1931 there. Joyce. He was 82 when he died, and his wife Anne is 71. We have Ellen Joyce, 1867 here. But there's just rows and rows and rows of headstones. And her children, Ellen, she was only 7 when she died in 1890. And Nicholas, 1901, and he was just 14. So very young ages there. Hi Brenda. We've an 1821 there. Erected by Mary Moore. Her daughter is there the 1st of April. Sorry now. 1839, age 27. So we're losing rapidly here in Ireland. Our long evenings are gone. There's a Fintan Doyle here. He died in 1948 and he was just 17. And we have a very interesting one here. It's a cross. We'll see if we can read anything on it. We've actually a few little crosses here at the base of it as well. And one unfortunately is broken. This is 1908. Bridget Cousins, she was 73, and her husband Francis is there. He was 73. And also her daughter Elizabeth, 1881. And I think Elizabeth was only 4. So a beautiful cross. Yeah, we're losing our long evenings for sure. But I presume now when I try to go in here again, we lose connect. It's just look at those for railings. But I'm not going to go all the way down because I'll lose you all again. We have a few crosses in here as well, and another headstone. But it's just giving you an idea of how many graves are in here. There's just so many. I just have to be careful where I'm stepping. We have 1998 rebellion over there. I'm going to see if I can get down into to see that one. It's to the memory of Patrick and Nicholas Kelly, killed at the Battle of New Ross, 1798 on the 5th of June. And also to those from the district who fought gallantly for the freedom of Ireland. So a very interesting one there. A ghost. I hope you didn't see a ghost. Because if you did, I missed it. (1851) here. Erected by Clement Murphy. In memory for his wife Margaret. Also John. So unfortunately we do see that a lot, and these older headstones especially. So I want to see if I can get back out. Little headstone there. Patrick. Is it Delaney? No date. See those lovely railed ones there at the back. But yeah, so hopefully I'll go live tomorrow in Killorn, because it is one of my favourites, and I'd like you to come along and have a look. Have a look at that one. Little iron crosses and a little iron rail around it. And I don't think, no, I'm not going to be able to read that, unfortunately. Let me see. This is Nicholas Witty. 17 September 27th, 1781, age 63, and his son Richard as well as there. 1817 his son died. So 1781, sorry. We have a few crosses there. What time is it in Ireland right now? It's, wait till I see if I can check now on my phone. It's 20 to 8. And there's that monument from the other side. Isn't it amazing? The size of it. Let's see if I can get in a little bit nearer. Oops. So there's the rails again. And this huge monument. Look at that for sky. Go around this one. Here's 1921. Elizabeth. And her sister Bridget is there as well. 1947, she was 70 and Elizabeth was 80. Now, so we'll just make our way over here. Looks like a newer headstone. But first we have Ellen here. She was 68 when she died in 1920, and her husband Walter as well. He was 85 in 1937. Their daughter Elizabeth was 51 in 1947 when she died, and James Moore then died when he was 78 in 1958. So this one has lovely flowers on it and a little bunny rabbit. And it's for Dennis Moore. He died April 1949, just 13 years of age, and he's certainly not forgotten. We have another little white cross here. Hi Amber, how are you? Thanks very much. You'll have to forgive me now if the video is a bit blurry. I was just saying we're not great in Ireland for internet coverage at all. So we're back on the path. And we see more rails here. Look, these, I love these. There's another white headstone here with a little cross on it. And this is in loving memory of William Stafford, March 1917, aged just 35, and his wife Margaret died 13th of February 1965, aged 86. Hi Mick, how are you? And we've more of those little small white crosses and another railed one there at the back, just at the side of the church. And there's just rows and rows and rows of headstones. And I was just saying they're totally overgrown. We've Patrick Busher here, 1951. His wife Susan, 1979, and their daughters Bridget, 1942. And unfortunately Bridget was only, if you can see that, 38 days old. And then Kathleen, 18th of March 1948, age 15. So Patrick and his wife Susan lost two little girls, one only a baby. Hi Linda. So that's very sad, and somebody is coming to tend the grave. So there's another thing that Ireland is known for, and that's holly. And come Christmas that'll be full of berries. That one is, it's quite unusual to see them in graveyards. Hi Shelley. Trying to get the hang of this and going live. And guys, remember I was saying I was here before, and this was the monument for the Barry brothers. We've Private John Barry, Royal Dublin Fusiliers, killed in the Balkans, and he was only 27 when he died in 1915. And we've Private Michael Barry, Welsh Regiment, killed in action in France, 23rd July 1918, aged 38, and Private William Barry, Royal Irish Regiment, wounded in France, 23rd March 1918, and then died 19th July 1927, aged just 31. And that's kind of sad to read that the three brothers went off to fight, and all three died. And as far as I know, one at least is buried here, but I could never find him, unfortunately. John Cousins, who departed this life on the 20th day of December 1810, this is, and he was 70, and his wife Mary is here as well, and she died in 1835, aged 78, also her daughter Margaret, 1866, aged 82. We have James Cousins here. He was only 20 when he died in 1921. His brother Patrick died 1922, aged 25, and his father Richard died 1931, age 69. Their mother Mary Ann was 79 when she died in 1942, and their uncle Paul died in 1948, age 70. But regards the Barry brothers, it reminds you of the film Saving Private Ryan, where in that film brothers were in war as well. But unfortunately, as I said, I couldn't find them here, and I think there's actually only the one buried here. But have a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I don't know, Sinead. I'm not sure. One of the Barrys is definitely buried here, from what I've heard and read. And then I'm presuming... thanks, Michael. $15 there. Thanks a million, Michael. But yeah, so if they were in war and they died out there, I mean, maybe there was nothing left of their bodies, or maybe they just couldn't bring them home and they could possibly be buried out there. But you know, we remember them. So we've two crosses here, but it's like their names were wrote behind glass. It looks like Avery, 1950, or maybe it's glass and somebody has, you know, wrote on them. And we have another similar one here. But obviously over time the weather gets into it. This is John Sinnott. He was 79 when he died in 1827. But there is a video of Grange Cemetery, and you'll just see the way it was a few months ago. Were you Canadian, Kerry? Yeah, it's a very similar story. And I could get around much easier. You'll see me going inside the ruins. 68 years old, 1786. But I can't. Something roach. But no, but the date is quite hard to read, but it's 1784 actually, guys. So quite old. So we're kind of back around to near where that cross was, and I'll read a few more. The night has come to 1936, aged 80, with James Monaghan beside him. His wife Anne, 1897 and 1899. Some very small little headstones, look at those. And there's one of those markers. And I was actually at a place today, and I'm not messing, there's probably, I don't know, there's dozens of grave markers in rows. I'll be putting that one up possibly Monday. This is Richard Hayes, and we have 5 little crosses. And Richard died in 1903. He was only 21, and his parents, Walter, he was 84, 1925. Catherine then, 1938, aged 88, and their sons, James, he was 91, and Patrick was 83. But there's a, just thought of where the Boxwells are buried down here. There's a really, really unusual headstone, and as I said, it is on my video because I don't think I'll get in to read it. And it was a woman, if I can remember right, who died at, I think it was her brother's funeral, and they've actually wrote it on the headstone. But there's probably too many nettles now even to try, and I think it was this one. I'll probably get stung now, so you just have to bear with me for a second. I think it was this one. This is Florence Sullivan. She departed this life of Kilmore, 6th of October 1860, aged 72. Also her brother, William Epson, who died at the same place of the day of her funeral, October the 10th, and I think it's 1860 in there, age 70. So from what I can make out, William died at his sister's funeral. His sister died in 1860. He died in 1860. She died 6th of October and he died the 10th. Same year, 2 years in the difference of their ages. But I just find it so strange that they put that down on the headstone. And we're back to the Boxwells here again. And I do remember that there was there was a 10-month-old here and a 3-month-old. And I think it was Suzanne Boxwell, 1843. She was 3 months old. And is it Nessie or Jessie Boxwell, 1847, aged 10 months old. And then there was Ambrose, he was 34. And John Boxwell, he died at Barry's Reef, Australia, and he was 31. And from time to time we keep coming across these Boxwells, and they were I suppose a wealthy family. And so I suppose they gained these rails and these beautiful monuments. But unfortunately we can't take money with us, guys, and it certainly doesn't look after us once we've passed, and our family too have passed. So guys, I think we've done a good walk around, and I'd like to have done it with a bit more ease without getting stung by the nettles and stuff. See, another one of those monuments, and actually would you look, there's a statue right at the top of it. Now, I didn't see that before, and I think it's Francis Prendergast, and I'm not sure if I can see a date there. Sorry, now 1 second, I'm just trying to 1860. And Anastasia is there as well, and I don't know whether you can see the way the moss is on it there. It almost makes it look like it's a fabric and not stone at all. But I don't see any date there. Oh, it's the 1800s on that one. And we have I think it's a 17 on this one. There we are. 77. And it's John Stafford. And there's, now I don't know whether that's 1706 or 1786. Kind of looks like 86 there. And Stafford alias Barry. So very old. Michael, some of the graves are built by hand. It just absolutely depends on the location and I suppose how accessible it is into where the person is going. And then I suppose it depends on how many others are buried along with them. But I have seen these little mini diggers go in and dig up fresh graves. Another little cross there. But in Ireland, I mean, I've read graves with more than 3 or 4 people maybe even in them. Now I'm just trying to make my way out without walking on graves. So guys, I think I'll leave it there. I'll update you all tomorrow morning on what time I'll be going live from Killorn. And as I said, that's kind of one of my, back to my roots, I suppose. One of my first proper videos or vlogs, I suppose, that I did, and got myself rolling. This is something that I've done for all years, and I used to just do kind of photos and pop them up on social media, and thanks to Ron's encouragement, I started to talk over, which I wasn't happy to do first. Thanks Nana D, thanks Sinead, thanks Go City. So I'd love you all to join me again. It's great to see you all kind of talking together, and I hope I read all your comments. It's not always easy, and I should be wearing my glasses. Remember your dead, absolutely. I mean, lots of these, you're seeing graves here of 1780, 1760. And I mean, even if they have ancestors still living, they probably don't even know that they're there. Bless you, Janice. Yeah, so hopefully I'll talk to you all tomorrow. It's hard to get a time that suits you all, but we'll try aim for around 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, Ireland time. And I'll talk to you soon then. God bless you all. Bye-bye.